Spider-Man Homecoming. Welcome back, guys. It's Kibla Ahmed out here. Hope you guys have been well. It is hot in the UK at the moment, like really hot, really hot. But guys, alright, I'm gonna do like a quick non-spoiler review of Spider-Man Homecoming. Sony and Marvel Studios teamed up and did a fucking awesome job. Oh my god, guys, fuck. Me and my brother and a couple of friends got to catch it last night. It's so hard to explain, guys. Oh my god. But first of all, welcome back. Thank you to you subscribers. Guys, you guys are awesome. Guys, keep your comments positive. Please, negativity doesn't work. Guys, as you know, I don't do scripted reviews, or I kind of go back and forth because I like to share my excitement on a movie that I really enjoyed. Even if I didn't like it that much, I will pull out only good points. I know how hard it is to work with studios and making movies and directing and working with people that are hard to work with, but I don't want to pick up on that sort of stuff. I want to pick up on the positive things, basically. Anyway, guys, my god, Tom Holland, you are pure awesomeness. Pure awesomeness. He played Peter Parker so well, and I'm happy that we got a very young Peter Parker, a very young Spider-Man, a very kind of still in like the learning mode of things. I mean, I'm going to go through a brief description of the story of Peter Parker going through almost like puberty, learning more about his skills, his powers as well. Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr., being like a father figure to him. So basically, he's like, Marvel has just thrown us in between a story. And it's quite nice because it starts off with a flashback and then goes into, you know, the current times of the Marvel Universe right now. And, oh man, because we've been, it's like the way Marvel, the MCU have built this universe. It's like reading a comic book. I ain't gonna lie. Like, for me, as a fan of the comic books, and gradually being a fan of the movies, where I've had to go and say, alright, I have to compromise and say that they can't do everything that I've read in the comic books, that I've learnt to grow and accept what they've done in the movie universe, which is still so exciting. So basically, Peter Parker been given a suit by Tony Stark, and he goes out and he's learning about himself, his powers, and what he can be capable of, basically. And Happy's in there, John Favreau, who is helping him along the way. They have this little banter. Really good comedy in this movie. He has his best friend. He has the girl he's in love with. Like, it's just been put together so well. I've got to say that we didn't have to get an origin story again. I didn't want an origin story again. I was going to be upset that if I saw another Origins again, I'd be really upset. And they didn't give that to us. They gave us a story that's just about to blow up just before Infinity Wars comes out and Thor Ragnarok comes out, and really giving us a grounded character like of Spider-Man, learning more about himself, learning more about what he's getting into, because this is like a whole different thing. Because remember, he's still a kid, so he's fucking excited. So, and they show that how excited he is. He just wants to do more. He wants to be more. But I think this story shows us of what he's capable of. And I think that's what they wanted to show to the audience, was that he's just a kid. He's excited. Any kid would be. I'd be excited to be a part of the Avengers. And he wants to be in that world. But it shows growth in this movie, guys. It was absolutely awesome. I am not going to bore you further. I'm going to just pick out a few key points that I quickly wrote down last night. Was what I liked about it there is that element of comedy, that element of his youthness, and that, you know, the excitement that he has of being a part of something bigger, which I think we all go through in our lifetimes, to be a part of something big. And I love the way he showed that excitement in there. Michael Keaton, oh my god, Vulture, this guy. There is some scenes in this movie that he just steals the show. Like, he's he played it so well. He's the best at what he does, and I'm so glad he played the villain in this movie, because he's a wicked, badass villain. Keep an eye out for some of the stuff that happens in that movie, guys. He is wicked. Like, just that look in his eye. I know I always still see him as my favourite Batman, but, like, he plays villains really good. Guys, the scene on the boat where the ferry goes apart, and that was only one segment we saw in the trailer. And I remember just after the second international trailer came out, I said, I'm not watching no more TV spots, no more interviews, no more nothing. I don't want to see no spoilers, no clips. But even though I saw a few things, the movie still had more to give to us. That's what it did. The movie had more to offer to us. It was fucking awesome. Sorry for my language, guys. I'm just... It was a good, fun movie. Like, I gotta say, it was just absolutely awesome. So that scene was really good. It's longer than I expected it to be, but what they show was awesome. There's another thing that I picked out on, and I'm glad that he got credit on it, and that hit the heart for me, was Jack Kirby, because he did a lot of the sketches in the early days of Marvel, and he did a lot of Spider-Man stuff. So guys, and Steve Dakota, these guys are getting recognition for what they did. So I'm quite happy to see their names in the credit. That touched the heart for me, because I still got a bit of beef with Stan Lee. There's a lot of things as well, like if you watch the movie carefully, like some of the stuff they've taken out straight out of the comic book panels, of the way he's crouching, the way he uses his web slingers, the way he jumps and everything. Like the other movies, don't get me wrong, guys. The first sets of Spider-Man 1 and 2, Sam Raimi, I enjoyed them. I'm still a big fan of those. Number 3, studio fucked that up. Then Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man, I won't even talk about those. But this one, what they did is the way they got his positioning, like, you know, stuff like this. I don't know if you can see that. You know, stuff like that, they got his positioning right, the way he was crouching on buildings and billboards and stuff like that, and hanging around. Like, there's some conversation parts where he's talking to Happy on the phone, and you're like, it looked gorgeous, it looked amazing. Guys, all I'm gonna say is the future is strong, and the Marvel Cinematic Universe and how they've connected everything. Any plugins? The way they've connected everything is amazing. It's like 10 years in the making. We've got some amazing Marvel movies that have come out of that universe, and for me, being a fanboy as well, and trying to be realistic as well, guys, there are some scenes in the movie and some parts of the movie that, you know, has its... It makes you wonder, well, did they really need that or did they not? But this is the first time we got a Spider-Man movie where you got to see Iron Man in it. You know, originally I complained in the first trailer reaction I did, because I felt like, oh, they're using him as a kind of father figure, and I didn't understand why they did that. But now I do understand why they did that. And plus, this is the first time, you know, we got, as I said, Spider-Man with Iron Man. Spider-Man and Iron Man. Look, Spider-Man and... oh, shit. Spider-Man and Iron Man in a movie. Guys, in a movie. We live in great times. Anyway. Guys. So excited. I can't wait to watch it again. I'm not going to do no spoiler reviews, guys. Go catch the movie and have a fucking great time. That's the main thing. Is go have a great time. Go enjoy it. I know the kids are going to love it. I know the adults are going to love it. I mean, yesterday people were screaming in the cinema. I was screaming in the cinema. I'm that dude that screams in the cinema. Sorry for those guys who like to sit silently, but I couldn't. I had to release that spider sense. It was madness. It was brilliant. Guys, thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Guys, if you like this video, click on the like button. If you'd like to see more of what I do, click on the subscribe button, guys. I've got art videos come out Sunday nights. I've got my retro trailer reactions and reviews that come out on a Wednesday, UK time, 6 p.m. Sometimes 6:30, but guys, I'm letting this moistness take over. Have a wonderful week, guys. One love. Peace.